It's Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Let's talk about the news. From the New York Times, judge rejects AI copyright claim. A U.S. federal judge has denied an investor's request to copyright artwork generated by an artificial intelligence system he developed, marking a new milestone in the AI industry's standoff with creators. This ruling is set to be appealed, but it's already sending reverberations through the generative AI world, as this means work created using these sorts of tools is not protected in the same way work created using, for instance, physical tools like paintbrushes or non-AI digital tools like Photoshop would be protected, which would seem to be a minor, if possibly temporary, victory for the folks whose work is being used to train these AI systems. That said, the line between generative AI tools and non-AI tools is blurring, and even Photoshop has introduced AI into its traditionally non-generative AI-centric software suite. So the appeal in this case is meaningful in that it will likely allow the case to be relitigated, but also because this industry is moving fast, and there's a chance that by the time it returns to court, the state of play will have changed in even more fundamental ways. From Reuters, Ecuador votes to ban oil drilling in part of Amazon and mining outside Quito. Referendums that ban the drilling of new oil wells in the Amazon rainforest and the digging of mines in another forest outside Quito were passed by the Ecuadorian government on Monday, despite concerns, mostly voiced by oil and mining groups, that the economic consequences of these decisions may be dire. The main arguments in favor of these new wells and mines are economic in nature, the companies positing that billions of dollars in revenue, which could be used for schools and other socially important but currently underfunded purposes, will be sacrificed for unknown benefits. The counter-argument is that this sends a message to energy companies and the big U.S. banks that fund them that the era of unchecked, imbalanced exploitation of Ecuadorian resources is over, and that the country is willing to make longer-term investments in its well-being, including its environmental well-being, even if those investments require short-term sacrifice. And from Deutsche Welle, Saudi border guards killed hundreds of Ethiopian migrants, new report says. A new report from Human Rights Watch alleges that Saudi border guards have fired guns and mortars at Ethiopian migrants attempting to enter Saudi Arabia via Yemen, killing hundreds of them since March of last year. Investigations by the nonprofit human rights group suggest that these sorts of border killings are still taking place, and that the killings appear to be part of a systemic approach to violence meant to dissuade new arrivals. Guards reportedly killing some people, but then asking others which limb they want to lose before shooting them in that limb, leaving them in the mountains along the border severely injured or dismembered. Houthi rebels in Yemen are reportedly behind a surge in migrants from Ethiopia attempting to make it into Saudi Arabia, smuggling them over the border as they try to escape the civil war in their own country. About 750,000 Ethiopians live in Saudi Arabia today, and as many as 450,000 of those are thought to have come into the country illegally. A Saudi government official has said that these allegations of border violence are untrue and unfounded. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.